Hello folks, and welcome back to youtube.com/gameswithnick. This is a stream that I would like to call the, best part of the grinding. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna grind some of the, off jobs. Well, I just noticed my boobs really bounce, grind some parts of the off jobs. So, our main jobs are Arcanist, Rogue, Marauder, and Archer. But, we also have Conjurer, we also have Lancer, we have 3 Ul'dah jobs. I want to level those a little bit as well. I'm not actually going to stream or record the whole thing, because there's no need for you to see me just kill a bunch of monsters or run through roulettes and stuff. But anytime we're dealing with a bunch of quests, I do want to record that. So, compared to our usual streams, this will be a lot more of a, sudden cut kind of recording. I will try to do my best to diminish that by kind of stopping and pausing the recording by teleporting, but just be aware that that's a possibility. So we're going to start by going through the 3 Ul'dah jobs and go through the level 1 quests of all those jobs. Looking at a bit of pugilist, lass. Now the learning can commence. For your first lesson, I want you to test your fledgling skills against a vermin of Thonalon. Get out there and put down 3 marmots, 3 hornets, and 3 shrews. Return here when the deed is done. Now, this goes without saying, but I expect you to fight using the horror I just gave you. It counts for now to secure the beasties with his feet or fright him with a spell, say. Cool. Oh, wrong direction. We're gonna switch to Thaumaturge. And teleport to the Thaumaturge Guild. This is a level 1 quest, they all require us to kill the same amount of things. So we're gonna start all 3 of them at once. And then I will pause the recording, do the killings, come back, and actually, again, whenever there's quest text or reading through quests, or we're actually doing one of the class quests, I will record it. I was moving and I wasn't sure if I was moving the right direction. The scepter well complements you have a desire for destructive power written upon your features. Now, we shall complete your initiation with a trial to test the limits of your aptitude for channeling thaumaturgy. Huge hornets, star marmots, and stepping shrews inhabit this land in abundance. Exercise your sorceress might and slay 3 of each of these creatures before turning to my side. Gee, I wonder what we're gonna have to do as a gladiator. I should also move the camera a little further back. Oh. Gladiators Guild. Pugilist. Yeah, Lancer and Conjurer are, of course, in, Gridania. Hey! Amazing what a difference a sword can make. Your expression, your posture. You're already brimming with confidence. Let's see if the confidence is warranted, shall we? Just outside the gates of Ul'dah, you float plenty of marmots, hornets, and shrews. You don't say! Play 3 of each and return here when finished. Well, I'll use this sword, Draina. I'm a gladiator and I aim to train this one. Now, go. Alright. This way. This is still officially part of the quest, so I will still record this part. Wow, they gave you Fight or Flight really early, huh? It's actually just a buff. What does the key mean? You know, I actually have no idea. Maybe it means it's another job. Let's just switch already. No, you. The Black Mage, which is what Thaumaturge will evolve into, is a tricky class because it's probably the one where you have to stay still the most of the time. Pretty. Ooh. Well, hello. Master Fire Number allows for special status effect with Thaumaturge to continuously deal the visiting amount of damage. Casting one of the fire spell gives the effect the Astral Fire, which increases the potency and MP cost of further fire spells, but it lowers the cost of blizzard spells. But then again, you don't restore MPs. Lowers the potency and MP. Okay. Alright. Oh, that's the BB gauge. Okay, I see. Okay, I need to move the gauge. We're done with Hornets? No. Okay, we're done with Hornets. I'm intrigued by this whole fire and thing. It seems much less intuitive than basically every other profession. Oh, I'm actually not done with these. I should pay more attention. Am I done with the gladiator? I guess none of these were actually the gladiator. The snapping shrew, one of them. Snapping shrew is here too, and a Thaumaturge, little ladybug. Second two are snapping shrew. Pugilist cycle 3 unique battle form, which dictates the flow of combos. Raptor, Curl, and Opal Opal. Okay. First strike. Can only be executed in Raptor and changes to Curl. Okay. Marmots and Hornets have been killed. This is maybe the downside of trying to do multiple jobs. In fact, basically all the starting job at once. There's a lot of shit to keep track of. Am I done? No, I need one more. Alright. The thing that confuses me about the fire and ice thing is that it sounded like... Okay. Completed the log, we've done the thing. Swap back to Gladiator. I learned something new with Thaumaturge, but also let me get the mouse out of the way. Okay, we're starting to combo. Cool. Go back to Ul'dah. Do we get... What does this do? Swaps one for the other. Okay. Something about the flow of fire and ice just still doesn't click with me. Hopefully as we develop further, we will understand how things work a little bit better. Right. Start with the Thaumaturge. Anything else I can equip at the moment? Yes, the satisfied look of a mage has utterly vanquished her foes. Join now. I formally welcome you into the Brotherhood of Thaumaturges. The purpose of this trial was to gauge your capacity for wielding Thaumaturge, an innate quality the limits of which are bound by the level of etheric energy flowing through your physical being. Aether, the very stuff of life, exists within all living creatures to a greater or lesser extent. Remember this, for it is the most basic law of arcane manipulation. As your experience grows, so shall your reserves of thaumaturgical endurance. The wellspring of your magical might also swell in response to moments of extreme terror and duress. When you find yourself seeking greater challenge, when next you crave the thrill of exquisite fear, that is when you shall know the time has come for you to visit me once more. Oh. Virtually just short, which is good. Maybe the same thing will happen for each job. And then I can stop recording, go level up, get it set. We would be level 10 by the time we finish the level 5 quest, and move on. I think I picked D. Let's do the years first. More convenient. Welcome back, Joanna. I think you've dispatched... Oh, I missed it. In every single swing and thrust, you gain valuable experience. You must remember and reflect on each one if you're able to recognize and eliminate the deficiencies in your technique. Your training under me shall continue once the haft sits so snugly in your hands that you cannot imagine holding aught else. Until then, Joanna. Oh, okay, we're ready. Ah, Joanna. I take it you and your sword have become better acquainted. Then I will now instruct you on another fundamental aspect of what it means to be a gladiator, commanding an opponent's attention. As gladiators, we're trained to engage enemies at close range, weathering their attacks as we deliver our own. However, there are times when we must do battle alongside allies whose talents are not the same as our own. In such a situation, your role is not to slay the enemy in front of you, but rather to defend the men beside you. We do this by eliciting the enmity of our opponents through attacks and techniques designed to incite their hatred. You must learn to draw the enemy's attention to yourself and to trust in your stout constitution to endure. In doing so, you protect your weaker comrades who should otherwise perish. To help you better understand this, there is a task I would have you perform. It just so happens that Memodi of the Quicksand has requested our assistance. A gang of Leminson marauders has paraded into town and began harassing people outside our establishment. Men like these prey on the weak, but will turn tail and flee at the first sign of defiance. You need not resort to violence. It will suffice to show them that you are not afraid of them and will not tolerate your behavior. Seek out the Leminsons and make your presence known by bellowing, "Face me, marauder!" In this way you will protect the people of Ul'dah as you would your allies in battle. Cool. Yeah, why not? Let's go do this one too. And also raise the volume of the mix a little bit. Adventurers Guild. And it's really low, huh? Yeah. Get a little better. Menacing Marauder. Hey, face me, you buffoon. Oh, not E. Me. What? You blame me because his little shite his own pants? Well, bugger him and bugger you too. Yeah, that's right. There's a new gladiator in town. You know your friend here is a 12's damn cheat? Thinks he can charge us more because we're foreigners. But look at his own back marking words. The hell's your problem? Maybe she likes her men rough. What are you supposed to do to be? Her bleeding lady in waiting? Bah, it don't matter. You've gotten spoiled the mood. Hey, consent is essential, man. Don't be a gross jerk. Oh, come on now. He was disrespecting me proud Seawolf heritage. Fine. I'll leave the bastard be, but we ain't finished. Alright. One more inside. This will probably lead to a fight, I would expect. Hey, face me, you jerk. Just who the hell do you think you're speaking to, maggot? I'm farmer driven, and me bloody marauders we've been reading so long might have scared their children with tales about us. Don't believe my words, then let me X do the talking. Oh, this is lively for the quicksand. You two going to put on a show for us? What's this? Not a goddamn fool? Show some respect when you talk to. Farmer the Driven, leader of a troop of bloody mummers or some such. Aye, I heard you the first time. Your voice carries quite well. Unless you want me to split your skull with me axe, you better. That sword, it's gonna be frenzy? But only the sword of Nald would... Bloody hells, it's you! You know, I never been one to stand back and watch. Mind if I join the fun? Look at your button, sir! Why do they always do that? Looks like it's just you and me. Setting up to the Lamentum was quite brave of you. And quite foolish. I think I like you, gladiator. Name's Ul'dah, and I'd buy you a drink, but I'm afraid I've just spent the last of my coin. I used to be a young gladiator like you. Back then but that hardly concerns you. These days I'm just an explorer of the unexplored, a seeker of as yet unknown experiences. Only that beautiful stranger keeping my bed warm right now. Gods, I've missed the city. This wonderful desert jewel of debauchery and sin. Now, if you'll excuse me. Oh, someone's really living the life, huh? Are you not moving? Oh boy. Okay, there we go. I think it's been bad tonight, I don't know why. I swear, if I hadn't seen Aldous with my own eyes, I wouldn't have believed it was him. Everyone here thought he had died years ago. Listen, Joanna, do me a favor and don't tell Mila about meeting Aldous, alright? She doesn't need this sort of drama. Why? Well, let's just say some folk ain't good for one another. Ooh, intrigue. While we're here, let's go and do our pugilist business. Yapping is not good, is it? Oof. Ah, you're back, and none the worse for the exertion. Youthful vigor is a truly blessed thing. If you want to become strong, you mustn't neglect your training. Indeed, a pugilist is only as good as the number of strikes he's dealt. So get out there, Joanna, and let your fists fly. When the time is right, I'll teach you something new. There is no limit to the potential of youth. I look forward to seeing you come into your own. Ha ha ha! You've been training hard, Joanna. Aye, I can tell by the lightness of your steps and the strength in your fists. I reckon you're ready for your next lesson. But before we begin, some warming up is in order. For this, I've scattered some gil across Ul'dah. I want you to run around the city and pick it all up. Now, that's my money lying out there, so I want you to go about it like there's an Amalja warband on your heels. In other words, I want you to sprint. Of course, you can go sprinting indefinitely. Your body needs to rest a while after each burst of speed. This may sound elementary, but I'm telling you to demonstrate a point. As a pugilist, it's essential that you learn to pace yourself in a fight, else you're liable to get worn out. And when that happens, the fight's as good as over, and you'd be sorry if you had to bet on yourself. Alright. God, this is gonna be annoying, isn't it? It's gonna be inside. What? How is picking up Gil? A useful thing for me to do? There's 2 more for the Thaumaturge Guild and 2 more on the side, so we'll do these 2, teleport to the Thaumaturge Guild, and then go back. Nope. Right. Teleport to Thaumaturge's Guild. Where are you? There. Alright. Back to the Pugilist Guild. Which means teleport back to the main Aetherite. Damn it. We lost spring during the loading times. How fair is that? Ugh. That's about money I got there last. So thank you to her and pick it all up before some vulture scoops on it. 500 gil? Alright, this is good for a week's worth of... I mean, well done, Joanna. Now that you've all warmed up, we can see you to your lesson. A trial, to be precise. Take yourself to Scorpion Crossing in Western Thonlan. There you'll find 4 large stones, the trial stones, they're called. I want you to deal each of these stones a solid bootshine combo. The impact will arouse the Earth's sprites that sleep within, which you must then defeat. If you find yourself hard pressed, there's no shame in running away. You're still learning the ropes, after all. Once you've gotten your wind back, you can hurl yourself into the fray again. And remember this, bring down opponents. Strikes bring down opponents, but it's your food word that keeps you standing. Now off you go, Dren, and good luck. Okay. Switch back to GLD. Better GLD stuff. Go to the guild. I've already heard of your exploits at the quicksand, Joanna. You did well to send those marauders packing. I wish I could say we've heard the last of them. At last, we've received reports of Axel the Greater's assaulting merchants traveling through Scorpion Crossing. It seems word will not suffice, after all. I want you to finish what you've begun, Joanna. At the Western Townline and see to it that Farmer the Driven and all those who have shared in his crimes never trouble the people of Ul'dah again. Oh, we've never been to, No, we've been. And there's stuff in Western Thonlan for us to kill too with things. Western. Let me move this to the side. Ladybug, ladybug. Ladybug. Swap to you? Yeah, you. One more. I think the pugilist is good here. Well, there's Cactuars. Alright, so this is me. Next one's need to either go to a hammer leaf or black brush. For the gladiator also needs to kill some cactuars. And then it's hammer leaf and black brush. And the thaumaturge also needs to kill the cactuars. Everybody wants a piece of the cactuars. Nope. Gladiator. Oh, we finished the entry. And, ooh, we get Total Eclipse, which is... how is it fair for the Gladiator to get an area attack so early? I mean, it's cool, but how is it fair? I still don't understand the point of switching. Like, it seems to me that the Umbral Ice is just better than the fire. Maybe with enough stacks, the fire does more damage or something? Alright, Trial Stone. Okay, 1, 2, 3. It's cool, you kind of rotate in between the 3. I enjoy it. Okay, where's the last one? There. Alright. Swapping back to Gladiator. Let's go in here. No, you're not a live. Oh, no, yeah, you're the stupid, housing thing. They tore me from my cell and took everything I own. Bring my goods back to me, I beg you. Yeah, Total Eclipse is the, thing. Okay. Oh, hey, and we actually have to kill the Hammerbeaks, so... why not? Hey, I was not in the fate. Don't blame it on me. I should probably move that. And there's also the Earth sprites here. Cool. Aaron Sack. Hey, look at that! Another Marauder, another Gladiator who's doing his level 5 quest. You can tell. Alright. Return the stuff to the merchant. Then we can wrap up these 2 level 5 quests and take on the Thaumaturge level 5. Here it is. Oh, bless you, adventurer. If it weren't for good women like you, I'd never leave home. Uh-huh. Let's get to the Pugilist first, because we're here, basically. So you've given the Earth spikes for what for? Well done, Gridania. By smithing stone and earth, you forge unyielding weapons of your fists. You're nigh endless phantom vigor, Gridania. I, just like myself in my younger days. This must be the promising creature you've been telling me about. Well, of course she's promising. She's training under Hamon Holy Fist! That's her Master Hamon. Gridania, I don't believe I've introduced my assistant yet. This is Chuchuto. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. As introduced, I serve as Master Hamon's right hand, but there's still much more that I have yet to learn. Together, let's strive for mastery of our art. She joined the guild soon after I was made its master. She's my very first student, as a matter of fact. Well, there was one another, to be sure, but... That's not all in the past, master. It was Joanna's bright future we were discussing. Which reminds me, did you collect my guild from her? My gear is rather worn down, and I do need the money for repairs. Yeah. Yes, Joanna's future with us is bright indeed. If she keeps up her efforts, she may well become the next Holy Fist. Train hard, young one, and grow strong. When the time's ripe, I'll have another little lesson for you. Ha ha ha! Okay. Sure, I'll take these. Switch to Gladiator. Wait, have I not? I should definitely. Okay, there we go. Go to the Glad Guild. Good, it is finished, and with that, the stage of your training is complete. This time, your enemies were ill-behaved ruffians, but who knows what matter of opponents you will face in the future. Regardless, I have faith that you will do well. Master your sword, and you shall master yourself. Now then, there will be work for you in the days to come. Return to your training, Joanna. We'll speak again. I already have all this stuff. In peace. Okay, and then switch jobs again. I'm not sure how long I will be able to maintain swapping 9 jobs. But I am actually enjoying what I'm doing, so while that happens, we'll keep doing it. Kokobuki. Your burgeoning power strains against the confines of your untried mortal shell. An neutrality you must have. From this day forth, your tasks and challenges will be shaped by the teachings found within Thaumaturgy, the Yawning Abyss, the tome penned by the renowned thaumaturge Zazumaya. My brothers, who have not once tasted the bitter draught of defeat, will instruct you on the vital lessons to be gleaned from the 4 extensive chapters that comprise this exemplary work. Much shall you learn about the threats with which a practitioner of our art must contend. The first chapter, the threat of intimacy, falls within Kokobaigo's purview. It is only fitting that one so averse to being approached should teach you the wisdom to be uncovered therein. Kokobaigo... Ah, yes, Joanna, I've been expecting you. Allow me to read you the pertinent passages from the opening chapters of Suzumaya's Guide. The threat of intimacy. Ah, how magnificent the potent power we wield. Roaring flames, piercing eyes, and chucking bolts are matched not by fist or sword or spear, but the burly warrior waxes fearsome with every closing step. Fists shatter bone, blades slide through flesh, spears puncture soft bellies. Know you this threat and stand you apart from such man. Ugh, the last part makes me queasy about no matter how often I recite it. The lesson, however, should be obvious. Keep your distance from your foes. Apart from the agony of being hit, or stabbed, or worse, you'll have a devil of a time completing an incantation with an enemy flailing his weapons at your person. Thus, the wise thaumaturge always strikes from afar. The farther, the better. Now let's proceed with your trial. Take this dried fish and set it down in the vicinity of the Silver Bazaar. Next, simply draw back to a comfortable distance and wait for a vulture to swoop in to feed. That's when you ambush the nasty creature with a barrage of deadly spells. Once you've slain the scavenger, be sure to retrieve a generous slice of vulture meat for Fa. He doesn't mind us conducting trials to list his shop so long as he's properly compensated. Yes, Drana, we'll pay him in sorcerily blasted bird flesh. That's cool, I guess. I should go, boy. Let's, okay, so we exit from Western. And we run for a little bit. Arizona Feeder, Rusty Goblin. These are just some of my favorite things. Let's switch to these guys first. You are good. You, however, still need to kill a handful of Earth Sprites. And there do I see a Yarzon feeder. In fact, multiple Yarzon feeders. Cool. What does Thunder do? Besides do Thunder spell. Oh, it's dot. Okay. So we definitely want to open with Thunder. Good to know. Ooh, more Earth Sprites. Does the Pugilist need, feeders? No. Are you done? Or are you still following me? I will teach you a lesson if that's what you want. The Earth Sprite is a dunzo. So we open with a Thunder. So I think the idea... They probably wanna... focus on fire. And then when our MPs are getting low, That's when we pop the ice. Okay, I got you. I'm starting to understand. We are definitely getting the robe when we're done, because we are not equipped to be a thaumaturge. Slaying everything over here. Central, black brush. Central, black brush. Black brush. Black brush. Black brush. Black brush. Clutch. Black brush. Ooh, nesting buzzard. Okay. Let's just spot those. I don't think I've seen one yet. Okay, let's go and wait for the vulture. All right. Get the silver bazaar to give the meat. Chocobo keep. You're not making use of my testing grounds, are you? Cuff of defeat then. Hehe, there's nothing so tender as a bit of meat pummeled with wanton wizardry. Nice doing business with you, thaumaturge. You see, thaumaturge? Has this mage just completed a guild trial? Ah, Master Alchemist, what brings you out to this bazaar in this fine afternoon? Lily here just slew herself a plump vulture. You'd be surprised at how many of these scepter-wielding sorcerers end up sliced to ribbons by Beacon Town. That's not the sort of flesh I've taste for, you understand? My brothers. Not again. Oh, are you related? I guess we are about to find out, aren't we? Man, I think it's just cities. Something's not good about the connection tonight. Welcome back, Joanna. You seem to have done well. Both eyes intact. Face appears untreaded. It truly is the most terrible feeling to have one's casting interrupted by a heinous injury. It's one of the easier trials, if you ask me. Keep all away from pointy, slashy, bashy things if you want to reach the end of an arcane utterance. That's just common sense. Fortune favors the flatterer who flings fire from afar. I simply love the look of loading leveled at me by the distant duelist distressed by my deadly downpour. Brahahaha! Ugh. The thaumaturge excel at offense, but fail miserably at defense. Our most effective strategy is to double our adversaries with overwhelming force before they have a chance to respond. Honors for knights and dead mages. Joanna, your studies appear to be progressing nicely. It won't be long before you dominate the battlefield as an avatar of sorcerer's destruction. So it's true, Buki. Don't try to hide from me, Bigo, or you, Bani, or Bezzy, or Boha. Kokobusi? What are you doing here? You promised you would teach me next. Well, yes, of course we did, Busi, but Joanna here was most insistent. And once again you brushed me aside in the hope that I abandoned my heart's desire. Why do you deny me? I hate you, all of you. Please, Boozy, you shouldn't say such hurtful things. You know how delicate Bigo is. That was Kokobuzi, our youngest brother. He so dearly wishes to become a thaumaturge like the rest of us, but it simply isn't possible. The poor boy's etheric levels are pitifully low. Thought we had convinced him to accept fate's cruel quirks when he entered the Alchemist Guild, but he yet yearns to walk the path of thaumaturgy. Such is Kokobuzi's determination that he spends all of his waking moments experimenting with alchemical concoctions, seeking a method by which he can expand his capacity for arcane manipulation. Well, this is obviously not your concern. Back to the abyss with you, young thaumaturge. And I mean that in the most encouraging manner possible. No. Poor brother. Yeah, definitely the dress. Alright. Okay. And to make the break better, let me just head back out. And head to the end, right? So our goal next will be to, I think, go through the class quests for the miner and botanists, because I've been working on the crafting disposals of hand and of land, and I'm sort of stopped by not having the appropriate materials. I guess Ul'dah probably has miners, so we should do miners first. Okay. And there is a new set of things that you can harvest that is unlocked by the class quest, so I really need to do both of those so I can get the materials needed to level up the disciples of hand, also known as the crafting professions. After that, I think we'll do the Conjurer class quests so that I can level that up a little bit and also go into dungeons with the Conjurer. And then do some more of the class quests for the other classes. Like, all of the crafting classes have their level 5 class quests ready to go, some of them their level 10 class quests ready to go, so we kind of just need to buckle up and go through all of them. Ah, there she is, the rising star of the Miners Guild. Oh, don't be like that, I'm only teasing. Which is not to say that it isn't true. The fact is, you've been working tirelessly and you've improved more quickly than I could have hoped. Indeed, I think you're ready to handle a task in the name of the guild. As you probably know, we receive orders from various parties, but most come from Amagina and Sons Mineral Concern. The concern actually owns us all, but they've kindly given us the load of it. In return, they get first pick of guild talent to work their mines. On occasion, they send requests for us to procure less widely used minerals, commodities required in quantities too small to warrant anything beyond an ad hoc arrangement. One such request happens to arrive just now, and I want you to take care of it, Joanna. This time, the concern needs 10 pieces of obsidian, and I'd like you to procure them. You'll have the best luck searching around the hammers in Western Thonlan. I actually have them already. Oh, this is some fine obsidian. The concern will be well pleased. In case you're wondering, the spoils of your labor are bad for the Colosseum. I'm told there's to be an exhibition featuring ancient arms. One of these is the Maquahuitl, a wooden sword with shards of obsidian embedded in its edge. Before men learned to work metal, he used various kinds of stone to craft blades for his weapons. Obsidian was among the most coveted thanks to the razor-sharp edge it could achieve. These days, of course, blades are commonly forged of steel, and obsidian has fallen out of favor. But there are still folk out there willing to pay good coin for it nevertheless. As an ambitious young miner, you do well to pay attention to such customers. Make the effort to stay abreast of demand, and your efforts will be more richly rewarded. You continue to impress with your progress, Drana. It's past time you learn how to use a sledgehammer. It's a secondary tool we use in conjunction with the pickaxe. Thus equipped, you'll be able to break outcrops of bedrock and get to the precious minerals within. Well, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and find a rocky outcrop and give the sledgehammer of yours a swing. Nice. Alright. Jonah, I've been searching high and low for you. You're the visitor, an ordinary one of that. I speak of Deep Canyon, vice foreman of Amajna and Sons Mineral Concern. It seems word of your accessible Hall of Obsidian has reached his ears, and now he wishes to meet with you. I can only speculate as to his intentions, I'm afraid. We haven't spoken much of late. Truth be told, I've scarcely seen him. You'd never know it, but we used to be close. Anyway, I suggest you go and see the man. Find out what he wants of you. He's waiting by the entrance. You must be Jonah Gwyn. I've been waiting for you. I'm Deep Canyon, vice foreman of the concern. I must say, you're not what I was expecting. I was sure Adalberto's newest protege would be an Alamigan, like every other miner this place produces these days. But I'll wager you're from even farther afield. And that you're an adventurer. No offense, but in these parts, adventurers are known for being fickle buggers who break pledges like the rest of us break bread. Truth be told, I've always wondered whether you lot are actually good for Ul'dah. But it seems you're not like the others. It takes more than a job in miner to deliver on an order from the concern. I have a mind to assign you work. Real work. But before I do, I'm obliged to test you. I want you to procure 10 ounces of cinnabar for me. Do this, and we'll talk about more lucrative undertakings. Of course, a bit of cinnabar shouldn't pose much trouble for the guild's resident star. It is but a formality. Speaking of formalities, be sure to tell the guild master about your little test. She's the one in charge around here, after all. I won't have it said that I'm undermining her authority. Respect my authority! What's up, Berta? A test from Deep Canyon, you say? I thought as much. If you don't know, cinnabar's the mineral used to make quicksilver. It's found in certain types of rock, and you invariably need a sledgehammer to get at it. Now, I don't mean to dampen your spirits, but contrary to what you were told, cinnabar isn't easy to find. In fact, it's known to elude even experienced miners. And here you are, tasked with procuring 10 ounces of the stuff. Safe to say, this test is no mere formality. I may not be able to help you dig, but I can point you in the right direction. Search just outside the Sunrise Gate. The rocky outcrops thereabouts are known to yield cinnabar. 10 ounces may sound like nothing, but take it from me, you'll have to work for every one. This is a big task, Drana, but I believe you're equal to it. Alright, What gate did she say? Gate of Nald, Gate of Sultana. Let me go back and read what they said again. In the vicinity of Horizon. Okay, easy enough. Ooh. I was able to do a lot of grinding for other professions. Just, you know, the evening that I was playing D&D with a bunch of friends. Just keeping myself busy. 60 yalms to the east. Keep myself busy just going back and forth between the 4 gathering nodes. So it's these blue things where you actually need the sledgehammer. Alright. So let me get one of each first. And now we can focus on the cinnabar. A quick gathering. Honestly, this is not that hard. You just need to know where to look. So if you look at the gathering log, which we don't look at that often because, you know, it doesn't matter as much, but as you can see, there's 2 different categories. There's the mining and there's the quarrying. And that's what we're doing right now. And interestingly enough, there's no items of level 6 to 10. I guess it makes sense because this was a level 10 quest. But there's all of these, and all of these are actually pretty useful for some of the professions, so... Oh, man. %2 chance of missing. I did miss. Great. Once we're done with the mining one, we have the botanist one too as well, so... let me raise. Alright. Back to Ul'dah. Slowly loading. Miners Guild. I want 10 ounces of cinnabar, not one less. Oh, I make it quick. I've got other commissions that I was seeing to. Here you are, dude. Rude as fuck, but here you are. Well, the full amount. Congratulations, Joanna. You've passed the test. Seems you've got even more potential than I'd been led to believe. This guild's no place for a loss of your talent. I'd make you my personal assistant, but sadly for you, the position's not open to adventurers. Why? Because the concern only employs those whose roots are firmly planted in Ul'dah. Our nation owes much of its prosperity to the mining trade, but more and more we see outsiders growing fat off the knowledge of our forebears. So you're a racist company, is what you're saying. Oh, I know full well that there's decent foreigners out there who give as much as they get, yourself for one, but ultimately what belongs to Ul'dah should stay in Ul'dah hands. Of course, the current guildmaster doesn't share our way of thinking, which is something I dare say we'll need to see about correcting before long. Might be as business is good, but it's better to be short-handed than to watch outsiders make off with our wealth. But we're talking about you, Joanna. You've proven yourself capable, and the concern will have more work for you in the coming days. Depend on it. Before I go, here's some free advice from me. Pay more attention to your gear. What you wear and wield affects how well you work. Even a decent pair of gloves can make a world of difference. Take my word for it. These things cost money, it's true. But what's the price of a pair of gloves compared to the untold wealth that lies out there waiting to be dug up? Bugger all, that's what. And on that note, I'll be off. On that, we'll meet again soon. Assuming you stick with the trade long enough, that is. To be honest, like, I'm not min-maxing for the stuff, so... So we're gonna get something that works for gathering and crafting and some other things anyway. So let's go with the risk guards, I guess. Alright, the next quest will be level 20, of course. So we're gonna switch to... no. We're gonna switch to Botanist and warp to New Gridania. Botanist Guild. On the far side of it every time, I don't know why, but... Ah, Joanna, you couldn't have come at a more opportune time. I have a favor to ask of you. We've just received an urgent request from the Order of the Twin Adder. They asked that we supply them with 10 crow feathers as soon as possible. Crows often leave behind feathers while they perch, which can be used to make arms and armor. Requests for the items have been coming in with increasing regularity. The situation must be grim indeed. It would not do to keep the defenders of our nation waiting. I would be most glad if you could help us fulfill this order. Crow feathers can be found in abundance in the area south of Gilbert's Spire. Once you procure 10, promptly deliver them to Cicely. I've given her charge over our stores. Many thanks in advance. Okay. They are... I have no idea what Gilbert's Spire is. Gilbert's Spire, okay. So we just want to go down to the Sat Shroud. It's one of the few items that I didn't actually grind because I was like, I have no use for these at the moment. Central Shroud. Make ourselves invisible. They're most likely not going to be on these, right? Yep. How are we doing? Got 40 logs, we got some latex. Let's get some maple branches, I guess. Oh, actually, get some elegant snails. I can maybe do some cooking with them at some point. Right, keep going down. Hopefully these trees should give us what we want. Level 10 mature. Crow feathered, yes. Everything else was good on, so. Gonna be easy enough. In fact, only one more tree and we have enough to turn in the quest. What level of quest is this even? Oh, 10, okay. Here. New Gridania. Botanist. New Gridania is very chill. I like it. Alright. You're helping us out again? Many thanks, friend. In case you've forgotten, the crow feathers can be found in the area south of Gilbert's Spire. Here you are. Ah, the crow feathers. You have my thanks. Doubtless you already know this from Fufusha, but it's the Order of the Twin Adder that requested the feathers. If I heard it true, they're in the midst of preparing for a war against the Ixal. The crow feathers are needed to make arms and armor. Feathered harpoons, blooming yew crooks, and the like. It's a fine feeling being able to do our part to aid those men and women who defend our nation. But to need such a large stockpile of feathers, it gives me pause to imagine the bloodshed that lies ahead. Will the Twelves would ever know true peace? Oh, but there I go again with my wistful ramblings. Feel free to ignore me. Now, before I forget, Fufusha asked me to give you something on her behalf, a scythe. The scythe is what we call a secondary tool. Used in your offhand, it allows you to harvest from lush vegetation in addition to the mature trees you already know so well. The Fufusha has seen fit to make you this gift as proof positive of your progress. You're no longer a novice, my friend. I dare say you're ready to try your hand at fieldcraft levs, and perhaps even take on grand company work. But first, I recommend you head into the wood and find some lush vegetation to try the new scythe on. Off you go now, and come back when you're ready to take on another task for the guild. Ah, my dear Joanna, you are looking ever more botanist. I do believe you are ready to take on further responsibilities for the guild. Guilds such as ours exist only by virtue of the cooperation of their members. Each individual must set an example for the rest of the collectivists to thrive. The time has come for you to set just such an example. The matter has arisen, the handling of which I would entrust wholly to you. You may deal with it as you see fit, providing you see the problem solved. The matter in question concerns a valued client of ours, the merchant Ul'dah. It would appear one of our number has done something to upset him. Pray seek out the merchant at the ebony stalls and inquire after the reason for his ire. Oh, and choose your words well, lest you add fuel to the fire. Letter workers, lancers. Wait, where's the letter workers? I wonder if in the new expansion they will add a new profession. I guess all of them go back to the original game, huh? They've kept adding new like fighting jobs, but no new professions. Maybe it's because the synergy between them works already so well that it's hard to figure out what they could do, but... Ufusha sent you, did she? Good. I'm not meant to mince words, so forgive me if I seem blunt. You know what a marjoram is? But of course you do, you're a bleeding botanist. It's a very common ingredient in alchemy, isn't it? Very common. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't you botanists supposed to be the expert in harvesting such stuff? Yes, you are. Strange then, that the expert who brought me my last batch of fresh marjoram didn't so much harvest the poor plants as dismember them. Why, the leaves were so torn up I couldn't recognize what they were at first. Needless to say, they're next to useless. But thanks to your herb hacking colleague, I have no marjoram to make my concoctions. Which is why I inquired at your guild, only to be told you were out of supplies. And here we are. Now, if it ain't too much trouble, I would be obliged if you could bring me 10 springs of fresh marjoram. And please light them whole, as opposed to the fine bleeding puree your bush-butchering colleague delivered. Truth be told, I don't care much about your hatchet-happy friend. What I do care about is not keeping my customers waiting for their medicine. In short, hurry. Oh, and for the love of the gods, be gentle with the plants, will you? Shouldn't have to say it, but after the last block, I'm not taking any chances. Okay. Throw around the Mathran's Lethe. Mathran's Lethe. Or Shroud. I have absolutely no idea. I mean, what is the Matron's Lethe? Like, I don't... I'm gonna go ahead and guess that we're talking about this area. And we'll figure it out from there. Alright. Oh yeah, no, you're the one who wants to show me the housing. Fuck that. 67. Oh yeah, it's all over here. We're in the right spot. We got it right on the first try. Ooh, okay, we should definitely get these. Doesn't look like the marjoram was in this particular thing. I mean, if we have to, might as well just, let's get some more mushrooms. Go look at maybe the gathering log. Ooh, marjoram. There we go. Bend branch. Okay, behind me. Oh, there it is. And I don't see a point of myself recording the actual grinding in terms of crafting and dungeoning. But any quest that has to do with one of the classes or jobs, I will make sure to log. Yes, please. It's so hard to stop yourself from going to a shiny spot and being like, ooh, shiny. Alright. Here are the patches where we'll find a marjoram. Okay, and okay, let's disable quick gathering. Okay. Okay, one more tree, or patch, and we are good. Alright, back to Gridania. Botanist. Nope. Wrong spot. Need to go here. Okay, this way. Did you get the marjoram? The herb is said to grow around the matron's Lethe, though I hardly need to tell a botanist this. Do her, I'm keeping dozens of customers waiting. Here you are. Ah, the marjoram! And such fine specimens. I'm sorry I gave you such a hard time, friend. Thanks to you, I can get back to making echo drops. You know of echo drops? They are an alchemical concoction that restores voice to silent slips, allowing the imbiber to cast spells again. Conjurers and thaumaturgists never leave home without a bottle of three. But I must say again, these are some of the finest specimens of marjoram I've seen, and they're none the worse for the picking. It's clear you know your way around the plant. As for your colleague with a heavy hand, I'm certain your guild will deal with him appropriately. Thanks again, and send my regards to Fufu Shaw. You know, you're a bit of a dick, but at least you're not racist. Oh, I was curious. What do the seeds do? I don't have a garden yet. Would I get a garden? That sounds pretty dope. Ah, there you are. Thank you for a job well done. There is no need to report the details. I've already heard all I need to know. It is my belief that the botanist in question had not but personal gain in mind when he so hurriedly harvested the marjoram. In his haste to complete the task and claim its reward, he damaged the herbs and rendered them useless. Such greed brings shame to our guild, and I will not tolerate it. The offender's name shall be struck from our roll. As I taught you when you first came to us, a botanist nurtures the natural environment to the mutual benefit of man and wood. He who thinks only of his benefit has no respect for nature and is unfit to call himself one of us. Of course, you hardly need reminding of this. Something tells me you shall never give me cause to worry. But let us speak of cheerier matter. Tell me, did gathering the marjoram pose you any trouble? If you find your work unduly onerous, you might consider outfitting yourself with better gear. Even something as seemingly insignificant as a new pair of boots can make a world of difference. As you gain knowledge and experience, you will find yourself venturing further afield in search of new bounty, and your choice of equipment will become ever more critical. Go, Gridania, and keep up your efforts. I look forward to seeing you continue to grow as a botanist. Get one that does... Oh, actually, let's just get the pants. Alright, that's the botanist. Let's also go back to the miner and equip the new pants we got and save. Okay. I think next step what we'll do is take care of the Conjurer's Guild. Oh no, I shouldn't have popped my sprint. We're gonna have to sprint quite a lot now. I hate this! Why is the Conjurer Guild at the end of this tunnel? It's unbearable. So, off stream, I did complete most of this stuff. I did enough so that we would be able to do both the level 1 and level 5 quests in a row. The part of Conjurer becomes you, Gridania. Without further ado, I shall assign you your first task as a Conjurer of Stillglade Fane. Just beyond the city gates, you will encounter squirrels, ladybug, and funguars. I would have you slay 3 of each. Lest you wonder how I can so coolly order the taking of life, know that things are not as they once were. As a consequence of the calamity, and I may add, though through no fault of their own, these creatures have become a burden to the Twelvewood, a burden it cannot well bear. As a conjurer, it is your duty to carry out the will of the forest, and by employing your powers in so doing, you will come to learn something of your art. Go now, Gridania, and perform the first task in the name of the elementals. Alright, Central? Yeah, Central. I was wondering if just the dots would be strong enough to kill all the squirrels, but no. So my MMO history is very much centered on World of Warcraft, especially early on. So I gotta be honest, I always found it very weird how Final Fantasy XIV expects the healers to also do DPS. Right, go a little further down the road. Yeah, that's probably the proper approach, right? You wanna... We don't know one more. Wanna cast Stone first, then pop Iroh, which is no cast time. I don't know, then again, because Iroh is instant, then there is a slight delay due to the global cooldown. Stuff for us to kill here that's left is in the North Shroud for the most part, and in Green Care. Sorry, turning on the light. Oh, is this another case where I should have probably just, yeah, probably should have. Hey, what is this? That's new. Oh, I might need to do this with the, Need to do this on the mainstream, I guess. Alright. Huh. Well, yeah, I should have really just teleported, huh? Gridania is cool, but boy, the positioning of the Aetherites is bad. Like, having to do this whole freaking run to get to the Conjurer's Guild? Really? Every time? Welcome back, Jonah. The Elementals have told me of your success. By placing yourself in the midst of nature and seeing it with a Conjurer's eyes, you have taken your first step along the path to enlightenment. Healing, protection, and destruction. Though our spells vary in function, they all derive their power from the same source, the forces embodied in all of creation. By gaining a true understanding of these, a conjurer may call upon them to manipulate his environment, thereby realizing the state of being that he desires. Ah yes, yours is a familiar look, the very picture of confusion. Be not disheartened, for your comprehension shall come in due time. For now, you must learn to reach out to the forces embodied in each of us. Pray hearken to mine instructions. Breathe deep and open your eyes to that which cannot be seen. Feel the myriad life around you, and draw upon this boundless reservoir of energy. Pick up your cane, and use it to lend it energy form. Go forth, my young conjurer, and be at one with the world. Return to me when you have learned to draw upon the forces around you with the selfsame ease you draw upon those within. Yo, I'm here. It is good to see you again, Joanna. By the air of serenity that surrounds you, it is plain you have learned to draw upon the energy of creation. I am glad. It is the wellspring of all our power. Yet the energy of creation is not one thing but many, and to call upon all without first knowing each is conjuring at its most basic. As a part of your continuing education, it is my desire that you now learn about the element of earth. Make your way to Blessed Bud in the North Shroud, and then there partake of Hear Nolanel's wisdom. The depths of his affinity for the elementals of rock and soil is all but unique amongst Conjurer, and he's a gifted instructor besides. You may be certain of receiving a most enlightening lesson on the subject of Earth. Cool. East Garden, there's two things we need to kill there. And the Lancer... Central... The Mikrochu also for the Lancer. Everything else is in Central. Wonder what this will teach me. Where's Peace Garden? It's up there. I should try and go there and get some of that hunting log done. You seek Hero Nolnil? Then seek no more, for you have found him. What can I do for you, friend? So brother Esumiyan bid you come to me to learn of the element of earth. That as well. The power of earth is a solid foundation upon which a conjurer stands. I could happily lecture you for days on its intricate variations and properties. But I rather suspect the busy life of an adventurer would not afford the time required for such extended discourse. Accordingly, I shall offer you an opportunity to experience the quality of earth firsthand. In combat! Now mark me well, Joanna, and do exactly as I command. East of here, in the ground of Tree Speak Stables, there exists a patch of soil that bears the mark of corruption. Seek it out. When you have found a place, reach out to focus of the earth's trauma and attempt to commune with it, as all conjurers can. Resentful of your intrusion, the tainted being that feasts unseen upon the energy seeping from the wounded earth shall then appear. Using the powers of conjuring, strike it down and permit the land a chance to heal. Much of the nature of earth will be revealed to you during the struggle, Gridania. I trust you will return to me a wiser woman than she who now departs. Oh man. Gotta go around. Feels a little dumb to be hitting stone with stone. Alright. I did it! Welcome back, Joanna. The elementals whisper of your accomplishments. How did it feel to confront the embodiment of Earth, to endure its onslaught? Has the crushing power of this element shaken the very marrow of your bones? Corruption occurs when the land's wounds are prevented from healing. In vanquishing the tainted sprite, he permitted the Earth's energies to flow unimpeded and to nourish the land once more. Can you not sense the strength of the earth returning? Already, the land begins to heal. Thanks to your actions, that field would once again bear bountiful crops. When next you have reason to call upon your art, look back upon this task and that which you accomplished. Experience once more the grounding weight of the earth's fury, and revel in the memory of life flowing anew through the land you help restore. With such thoughts shall your understanding of nature continue to grow. I hope you're paying attention, Sylphie. And you are? See this adventurer here? Jonah came all the way from Silglid fame just to hear my lesson. You would do well to learn from her example. If you wish to become a conjurer worthy of the name, you must make an effort to study nature. Do you attend me, young lady? Oh, you do not know how to speak to kids, huh? Why should I bother studying nature? Nature's stupid. I can conjure already. I don't need your stinking nature. See? Give her a gift for healing, Sylphie, a wonderful gift. Yet there is more to being a conjurer than... But I don't want to do more! I want to heal! I'm good at healing! You can't make me do those other things! It's funny, it's actually kind of to the point I was making about healers only healing, huh? Sometimes I wonder why I even try. Sylphie joined the guild shortly before he came to us. As you yourself just experienced, she possesses a prodigious talent for healing. Indeed, despite her tender years, I know of few conjurers who are her equal in that field. Alas, nature, the very wellspring of her power, holds no interest for the child, and when she should be by rights be learning about the land, she prefers instead to wander it, healing people on a whim. You, in contrast, have been a most attentive student. I have taught you all I know of the element of earth. You may report back to Brother Isumi and tell him as much. Alright, before we do that... This would probably not be enough, I'm gonna guess, to... Yeah, 1400 XP, that's not... It's good for us to level 8, but we need more. Let's take care of the hunting log. I really need to... Oh! Hello. I should also look at for the novice thing. And see if I can do all the dungeon training for the Conjurer too. And there are the Microchews. Okay. Oh, we got a new one. What does Repose do? I think it healed our poison? Oh no, it's the Actually, is it? What does this do? Oh yeah, it's just the crowd control tool. Okay. Not able to heal just yet. One more, yeah. Alright. Switch real quick to... no, Lancer. You know, of all the classes that I did not pick as my starting class, I gotta say, I'm really enjoying Pugilist. To the point that I might replace Rogue with Pugilist as my main melee DPS class. Good here? Yeah. Alright. Everything else for you and for me is in the Jade Light ticket and Green Tear. Let's go to the Central Shroud. Oh, why did you... Alright, so for the Conjurer, the two things we're missing are... This guy's at 27, 24. Oh, it's by the entrance of the Spirit Hold, huh? Okay. Let's keep an eye out for the Hoglet and the Anoles, too. I'm supposed to go this... Oh, hello. I'll take care of you, for sure. So again, the fun thing about the Lancer is that we've done literally 0 class quests with them yet. Which, granted, at this point means we don't really get stuff for them, but it also means we still have the very basic weapon. Hoglets, Anoles. And how do I get to the East Shroud? It's over here, yeah. Can I out? We're looking here for a Surfeit Swarm. There it is. Uh-huh. Conjurer. I just want to make sure we can go straight from the level 5 to the level 10 class quest for the Conjurer. Man, we are taking decent damage. Let me look up the Lancer hunting log. The Hoglet are at 3023. They're in this corner. They are really ugly. Good lord. One more. Let's see. No, I don't care about the fate. 3120. Towards the naked rock, it looks like. You're a bold little ladybug to be attacking me. Alright, these guys. I remember. We've been here with someone else. The archer, I think. Damn it! Vidagra 2. I mean, it's fine. We'll be fine, but annoying. And one more. Sure. Oh, Life Surge is not a heal. I should read the description. Critical damage for first weapon skill used. Increases crits. Does absorb a portion of damage Delta's HP. Well, not fucking enough, let me tell you. You know, we're not currently doing the Lancer. We'll get to the Lancer eventually, but let's focus on the Conjurer. We're gonna swap to the East Shroud. And the Vultures are at 1427. So just we go straight. Oh, hey, convenient. Thank you. Actually, don't care about completing the fate itself, but just getting these guys here. Very convenient. Oops. Oh, come on. Just go down. Upper heal, just in case. Perfect. Well, we're here. Ooh, we finally learned some actual healing stuff, huh? Ugh, you gross. Start aggroing this guy too. Alright. Now we can head back to Gridania and finish our quests. Alright. Oh, I should, present to myself as the conjurer that I am. That would help. Also have some items that I really need to repair. Ah, Joanna, you have returned. But tell me, how did you fare under Nolanel's expert tutelage? Have you delved deep into the earth and felt its suffocating weight, its life-sustaining vigor? Such experiences will serve you well. And have you aught else to report? A fledgling conjurer named Sylphie cast healing magic upon you? How kind of her. Ugh, I must confess to sharing Nolanel's frustration with the girl. As you yourself have witnessed, Sylphie possesses a natural talent for the conjure of mending and restoration. Alas, her gifts appear to have blinded her to the need for study, and she outright refuses to learn about the natural world. She knows nothing of the elements of earth and wind, and is quite incapable of conjuring even the tiniest pebble or the faintest breeze. I have tried upon numerous occasions to explain to her that conjurers who are ignorant of the source of their power pose a risk to themselves and others, but all to no avail. Should she continue to deny the debt she owes to nature and indulge in her more reckless displays of power, there is every possibility that she will create a dangerous imbalance. Needless to say, I am presently at a loss to know how such eventuality might be prevented. Ah, a thought occurs to me, Joanna. It may be that your encounter with Sylphie was ordained by the elementals. Should you chance to meet with her again, ask that you strive to impress upon her the importance of opening oneself to nature's voice. Mayhap she will listen to you. But we have discussed our wayward young friend's education enough. Let us speak instead of my more willing pupils, namely you. The progress you have made does make you great credit, Joanna. Though you are yet new to the art of conjuring, you are no stranger to nature's embrace. Considering all that you have learned, I hope you understand the true significance of these words. I mean, all these suck, so let's go with a... in peace. Greetings, Joanna. Each time we meet, the part of the conjurer befits you ever better. In your previous lesson, you learned about the element of earth. It is my desire that you next become acquainted with the wind. Travel to Fullflower Combe in the East Shroud and seek the teachings of hero Ul'dah. The scant few years have passed since her coming of age. Ul'dah is a conjurer of consummate skill who is able to divine the will of air elementals with uncommon clarity. I can recommend no better tutor for your lessons in the mysteries of the wind. Alright, East Shroud. This way. Oh, hey. I also have to kill 3 slugs at this point, it looks like. Let me double check real quick. So, Esuna clears poison, and Medica is a party heal. Okay. Let me also put Cure over here. Okay, yeah. All it took was one enemy to bound the weapon to me, so... Also, we have a really shitty shield. Like, I get that I'm not actually defending most of the time, but still. One more. Man, I just had to pick a level 12 one, huh? Alright. Let's learn everything about the wind after we prepare our equipment. Nope. You must be Joanna. Brother Asumiyan sent word to expect you. It shall be my pleasure to instruct you on the patterns of gusts and gales. Now, how to proceed? Pray forgive my hesitation. It was but recently that I attained the title of Heir, and, well, you are my first student. Ah yes, I believe I have a suitable task for you. To the east of Sweet Bloom Pier, there is a small spring, giving rise to a pool. Go there and clear the air of honeybee swarm, which lately took up residence in the area. You seem uncertain. Maybe you wonder about the connection between my request and the subject of your study? I sympathize, Joanna. But trust me, inexperienced though I may seem, this deed will deepen your understanding of wind. Alright. Shut up and learn, I guess. Alright. It was riveting. Welcome back. I take it the bees are no more? Tell me, did you happen to notice many of the Valkyns preferred flowers in the vicinity of the spring? I ask because there were none. Strange then, is it not, that the bees should choose to congregate there? And what has caused this aberrant behavior? Still your mind and reach out with your senses. Can you feel it? The path of the wind veers from its natural course, sweeping hapless creatures along its wake. Something has played havoc with the air currents. Such a disturbance bespeaks corruption. Return to the spring near Sweetbloom Pier and search for pockets of corrupted air. Should you find one, use your powers of conjuring to disperse it. Alright, that's fair. You kinda could have just told me beforehand, but sure, I guess. I just hated I have to do the trek back and forth. Oh yeah, there's a pocket. Oh, synced battle. Oh boy, okay. I feel like I was not properly trained to go into this thing, but... Like, I feel like you did me a little dirty. Oh boy. Alright, woo! Trickier than I expected. Well done. The wind no longer keens its frustration. Let us return to full flower. Boy, there's a lot of vultures suddenly. Pay me no mind. Good job. I must apologize for exposing you to such danger. The corruption was greater than I anticipated. But it is through such trials that we flourish as conjurers. Now then, Joanna, what did you learn as you struggle with the air's grasp? You will doubtless have noticed that wind does not strike with the instant crushing force of Earth. Instead, it torments one's form, dancing across every surface and leaving a tiny thousand wounds in its wake. These are the agonies of erosion. Having experienced such pain, you are now intimately acquainted with the wind's capacity for patient destruction. No land is stranger to its power. When you stand under distant skies and feel the wind's familiar caress upon your skin, remember the lessons you have learned here this day. I suppose I should be grateful that this latest elemental disturbance manifested itself at such an opportune time. Only the gods know what I would have taught you had not. Yet the growing frequency of such phenomena begins to concern me. While it is true that the calamity wrought much harm upon the Twelveswood, I suspect some other force is at work here. I bid you remain wary, Joanna. But enough of these ominous rumblings. I regret to say that your time with me is at an end. Return to Silkwood Fane and inform Brother Asumi of your newfound mastery. Oh, and be sure to thank him for sending me such a willing first student. Cool. Alright, Conjurer's Guild. Alright. Welcome back, Joanna. The elementals informed me that you have opened your ears to the voice of wind. That as well. Having made allies of two elements, you are well on your way along the path of conjuring. The full comprehension of these forces will only come to you in the fullness of time. Be patient. As you seek to embrace nature more fully, so will nature hold you more closely. They made you study wind? What bother? You don't need wind to heal things, whatever those dreary lessons tell you. Conjuring is inextricably bound with nature, Sylphie. That dreary lesson is one you should have learned by now. I assume by your presence here that you have once again abandoned your tutors. You must understand, if you persist in casting spells without proper knowledge. I have all the knowledge I need. My mother never needed to embrace nature to heal, and the people she helped were thankful for her art. I'll learn conjuring the same way she did, and become just as great a conjurer, you'll see. But I didn't come here to argue with you, Brother Isumi. I want to tell you that I've discovered how to cast rays. How? What were you thinking, girl? You know not what you do, what you risk. You are meddling with forces beyond your comprehension. Should you even attempt to use that spell, I will have no recourse but to strip you of the name of Conjurer and banish you from our halls. Do I make myself clear? Why must you be so angry with me? It's not as if I were trying to hurt anyone. But that's... Sylphie, my dear child, that is precisely the point. My apologies, Joanna. I hope you do not find these constant disruptions distracting. As you have just heard, Sylphie's mother was also a conjurer who was unable to use any spells outside of the sphere of healing. Needless to say, Sylphie seeks to emulate her in every way. It is a rare and wondrous talent to heal without relying on the energies of nature, but such power is not born of true conjuring. By all that we know of the art, it should not be possible for Sylphie to cast rays. I shudder to think what would happen if she tried. I fear my inability to set her upon her true path reflects my own failings as a teacher. I am only glad that the same feelings have not hindered you. Whether it be with my help or in spite of it, I believe that you will become a fine conjurer. Already you are blessed with great power, and more shall be yours should you persevere with your art, as indeed I hope you shall. Yet however much you grow, however powerful you become, remember that ours is a power borrowed, not taken. Nature hippies. Alright. So that's it for a conjure right now. So what do? Let's switch gears, do some profession stuff. There's the Leatherworker Guild in town. Let's go do the level 5 quest of that. What else is there in Gridania? There's the Lancers Guild. Botanist we've done. Conjurer we've done. The archers is one of our mates. Okay, so I guess that's it for now. Getting used to that knife I gave you. God knows it doesn't happen very often, but you chanced to find me unoccupied. How about you show me what you've learned? Let's see you make 3-letter chokers. After all, there's more to our craft than simply tending hides, and chokers are just about the simplest things one can make. You'll need circles of letter and animal seam to accomplish this task. Osgood can provide the sinew, and I'm sure you recall the method for making leather. Hope your technique has improved since last time. Now, while we have ample stock of skins, there are other means of procuring our materials. Hunting for your own pelts, for instance. I know what I said about that before, but I was about assuming it wasn't necessary. Choosing to do so is another matter. Indeed, it may teach you to appreciate the source of your livelihood. Not all leather workers are wont to choose this method, but you're an adventurer, are you not? When you finish your work, bring your chokers here for inspection. Alright. Choker. Okay, so we're gonna need... Apparently I can craft 3 already? I'm a little confused, but okay. This is just for a quest, so let's not go fancy and just get them done. Can I quickly make 2 more? Okay, cool. Oh. End. Here you are. The quick synthesis is something we've unlocked. It lets us recraft things we've crafted before without needing to go through the process. I suppose there's no denying that these are leather chokers. Truth be told, an Opopo could have achieved similar results given skin, sinew, and time. Oh, but I don't mean to make light of your efforts. You've fulfilled the order process as requested. A job well done. Now then, I will teach you something to supplement your learning. Through physical training, the body can be made strong and resistant to injuries, not so the throat, which ever remains a vulnerable point. Although a leather choker provides less protection than the metal gorget, its simple design makes it ideal for everyday applications. The simplicity also makes it an ideal choice for beginners practicing basic techniques, and for guild masters assessing their progress. As you are, you would make a passable leather worker, one among the nameless multitudes who scrape a living out there. Whether you rise to something, become something more, is contingent upon your efforts. Consider this amateur all as a reward for your efforts. You will find an indispensable partner to your head knife as you continue your training. Now I must return to my work. If you chance to find me unoccupied again, mayhap I will teach you something else. Till then, keep your nose to the grindstone. Alright, I mean, all this actually kind of sucks. Alright, so that's it for the letter working for now. Yeah, I don't want to grind this. We're here. Maybe we should do the Lancer stuff. Get through all of the Gridania things before we move on to something else. So you're able to discern one end of the spear from the other. Good. You are doubtlessly eager to put your new weapon to the test. Which is well, for I too have a test in mind. Or rather, a trial. In order to develop an affinity with a weapon and learn to gauge such things as distance, you have to go forth and pit yourself against the creatures that roam just outside the city. Squirrels, ladybugs, and fungors should provide you with a suitable challenge. Put down, let's say, 3 of each and then report back to me. This is literally the last time we have to do this dumb, boring quest. And I am so excited for it. Okay, so, Central. Like, I've got nothing against it, I understand it, it's just after you've done it on 9 other classes, it's like, okay, yeah, let's kill more stuff. Oh hey, here are some squirrels that are dying, cool. One more. Getting to the fungors. This is honestly faster. I think we're gonna go for another half hour total. Which means we're probably just gonna finish this, Lancer's Guild quest line, and then we're gonna call it... no, Lancer's Guild. For this first, leveling / grinding episode of the playthrough. So you're back. I trust you have learned something of the essence of our art. A Lancer learns best when he is doing, each thrust making him stronger. Such things as strategy and technique will come in time. And never forget courage. Without it, you cannot hope to realize your potential. Your look betrays no hint of doubt. That is well. It is clear you see the truth in my words. That will be all for the present. Now, take up your weapons, sally forth, and cut a path for yourself. When next we meet, I hope to see you stronger for your time out in the world. I'm here. Ah, you've returned. I take it from your presence that you've gained a measure of familiarity with your weapon. Good. You're ready to begin the next phase of your training. You will recall my telling you that it takes no small amount of courage to be a Lancer. Now, in general terms, courage is the strength to do something which one finds unnerving. However, a Lancer's notion of courage is not so simple. Having first drawn a distinction between courage and recklessness, he then divides the former into 2 aspects. I would have you learn each with spear in hand. The first is composure. When outnumbered in battle, a Lancer may lose his composure and succumb to panic. Should this happen, all of his training will swiftly flee his mind, and he will struggle to overcome opponents whom he would ordinarily have bested with ease. In short, contribute to his own defeat. If you wish to become a Lancer in sooth, you must learn to maintain your composure at all times. Do this, and you will be able to call upon every ounce of your strength and skill when it matters most. And so, to your first task. The riverbanks of the Central Shroud are home to Valken known as Yarzons. Fiercely territorial, the creatures will attack anyone who strays too close, making them the bane of fisherfolk. They typically fall upon their prey en masse, bearing all avenues of escape before closing in for the kill. What must go through the mind of their victim in an instant? Panic? Despair? Be sure to tell me upon your return. Needless to say, I would have you brave such an encounter. Take the sack of decidedly noisome bait, and use it to lure the ever-ravenous creatures out of their nest. You may be the only one curious yours, it appears, but what if 2 or 3 follow the scent? Let us see how you fare then. Go now, my young Lancer, and learn what it means to fight with composure. Yeah, honestly, it's just faster for me to, just teleport to this way. I'm interested to see how my passion for this game changes once it's not everything as immediate. You know, how right now we're just doing like, oh, you complete the level 5 quest and you kill a couple monsters. The level 10 quest is ready immediately. I wonder what's gonna happen when you actually I will actually have to grind a few dungeons or just take my time playing through a few dungeons to get to the next level. Whoa. Hello. So yeah, I was actually pretty chill because they only actually attacked me one at a time. So yeah, it was cool. No sweat. Where do I find the Dharmites? 1819. I kind of need to make sure that way. Okay. I want to make sure to be level 10 so we can do that quest as well. And I think actually this quest won't quite get me there. Yeah, because it's only 1400. Gladiator, Thaumaturge, and Pugilist all have their class quests level 10 to go. That's gonna be for the next stream. And then basically every Disciple of Land in hand, we have some quests to properly complete. Oh. There they are. I've been looking for you, buds. Oh, you're still on me, Yarzon, huh? No sweat, no sweat. Okay, this is definitely gonna get us back. Oh, no, we need a third one. I was about to leave without having completed the hunting log entry. That was dumb. Boom. I feel like well, I guess we've not completed any of the things, but I feel like they should recognize, oh, you completed the level 1 hunting log for every single class. That's pretty impressive. But no. Lancers. Welcome back, Joanna, and well done. I trust you now understand that in times of direst needs, no amount of strength or skill with a spear will avail a Lancer who lacks composure. You are now ready to learn the second aspect of a Lancer's courage, resolve. When faced with a terrible foe, a Lancer may succumb to fear and self-doubt. Should this happen, it will become defensive, and in seeking to cover his weakness, surrender his greatest strength, namely his capacity to attack. The Lancer who fears to attack is not but a man holding a pole. The spear may as well be a broomstick for all the good it will do to him. It is not and will never be a shield. That you may learn the truth of my words firsthand, I bid you go to the Central Shroud to an area adjoining the abandoned dungeon known as the Spirit Hold. Since the calamity, that neck of the 12's woods had become a veritable menagerie of fearsome fauna. There you will find 3 collapsed pillars, which have become a haunt for fell creatures. You are to put them down. What manner of fiends can you expect to encounter? Ha! To reveal that would defeat the purpose of the lesson, my young Lancer. I will only say this. If you face these foes with Lancer's resolve, you will surely emerge the victor. Once you have completed the trial, report to Jillian in the entrance hall. She has grasped the 2 aspects of courage, albeit with some trouble. Though I doubt you will encounter similar difficulties, her struggle has furnished her with certain insights which I think you will benefit from hearing. A Lancer learns best when he is doing, but the wisdom of his seniors is not entirely without worth. Go now, Joanna, and do as I bid you. Alright. Oh, because we're level 10, we have better gear. Nice. It's literally all of the... In fact, Culinarian even has 2 of the class quests to complete. We're gonna work on that next time. That was pretty lame, but okay. This is more interesting. Not strong, but interesting. Let me move leg sweep over here. And last but not least... Yeah, I'm not a... The toad was the most impressive thing, to be honest. Yeah, let's go back. Lancer. I've been expecting you, Joanna. By your return, I trust you now understand the importance of resolve. Like one's flesh, courage can be made strong. It is a matter of training each of its aspects. Now, the endeavor may prove difficult at the beginning. God knows how much I struggled. You may suffer untold humiliation, more frustration than you can bear, but you must persevere. Whenever you engage an opponent, whether in training or in earnest, make a conscious effort to fight with composure and resolve. Over time, doing so will become second nature, and you will acquire such courage as you never thought could be yours. Mind you, not all battles entail a physical clash of might. It could simply be a disagreement born of conflict and ideology. The point is, it matters not what battlefield you stand upon. So long as you take care to be composed and resolute, your courage will grow. Did it make any sense, even a little? I cannot hold a candle to Guildmaster Ewain, but there is odd I can do to assist in your training. What was that? Something is afoot in the training area. Ooh, there's the creepy music. What's going on? And you call yourself Lancers? Pathetic. You are next, Guildmaster. Arm yourself and face me. Refuse, and all will know that you are no true Lancer. Say what you will, I'm above provocation. Craven to the last man. But what have we here? Wait, she is but a novice. That makes no odds to me. You yourself admitted to her to your ranks, did you not? Very well. I shall withdraw for now. Yet know that only the fearless are fit to wear the mantle of Lancer. I look forward to measuring your worth in the days to come. I had resolve! There is not more to see. Return to your drills. Cool. Joanna, you made no attempt to evade his thrust. Did your opponent so unnerve you as to deprive you of your senses? Well, it is of little consequence now. You need pay no further heed to our uninvited guest. Lest you wonder, it is not uncommon for challengers to come pounding on our door, seeking to test your mettle. For now, dedicate yourself to tempering the two aspects of courage. The composure to bring the sum of your strength, and skill to bear against your foes, and the resolve to attack when fear would stay your hand, as befits the Lancer. When next we meet, I shall have another trial for you, one that will put your courage to the test. Until then, continue to apply yourself to your training. Farewell, Joanna. Was I not being courageous? Joanna, I swear you have gained an ilm around the yarn since we spoke. It's plain you have not been idle. In our previous lesson, you learned the Lancer's definition of courage and how you might go about tempering its two aspects. Today we shall find out if your efforts have borne fruit. I see you have come prepared for battle. That as well. Your next trial will take place in the midst of a throng of enemies. In such a situation, one may be attacked from any direction, making it difficult to respond appropriately. Furthermore, the likelihood of being surrounded is high. Will your resolve bear the weight of uncertainty? Will your composure hold when the odds are stacked against you? We shall soon find out. Should you overcome this trial, what courage you already possess will be further tempered. Now heed me well, for this is what you must do. I would have you travel to Naked Rock, where the Annals claim dominion. The sound of the rock is a sacred artifact, the Stone of Courage. You must claim it and bring it to me. If you are to reach your destination, you will need to negotiate a path through whole packs of flesh-eating scale skin. Make no mistake, the creatures are intimidating foes. To stride into the midst of so many would ask much of any Lancer's courage. But given time, and no small amount of perseverance, I am confident you will prove equal to the task. Yeah, this is fine. It's not that hard. I don't remember if I did it before or did something similar before, but we killed him before, so... That's fine. Might need to start running a bunch of live quests. Both to get more adventure points for my retainers, and to bridge the gap of all these other classes from 10 to 15. And beyond, honestly. I think I will give each of them one day in turn, the roulette. And slowly level up the others with other means. This was barely a climb, man. How do I even get it there? Oh. Wrong path, damn it. Jerks. Oh hey, another Lancer. Doing the same thing, I suspect. Oh, great. First time I've seen an RP icon next to a character. I assume this means they belong to a role-playing server. I gotta say, I've always found people that play on RP servers to be a weird bunch. Is this the the Lancer spot? That's funny. Listen, no offense, I'm gonna keep my dudes, you keep yours. Alright, we got it. Congratulations, you have obtained a false stone of courage. Ah, you heard me right. False. What does that say about your courage, I wonder? Ah, but where are my manners? My name is Folks. I had the pleasure of meeting at the Lancers Guild, if you recall. On that occasion, I turned my weapon upon you, and you betrayed not a hint of fear. It was in that instance that I sensed you weren't like the others. That you had promise. And so, to the present. In its current state, the trial in which you are engaged, if trial it may be called, makes a mockery of the Lancer's art. Needless to say, this cannot be tolerated. And so I've taken the liberty of moving the Stone of Courage to a more suitable location. It now resides in the depths of Spirit Hold, under the guard of fell fiends. A far more fitting challenge, as I'm sure you will agree. Whether or not you attempt to retrieve the stone is for you to decide. If you fear for your safety, I suggest you run back to the guild and bemoan the world's frightfulness to the many brave souls who cower there. Egwene will doubtlessly consider it a supremely courageous act. Yet know that a Lancer may forge true courage only in the midst of great danger. Man, I just wish you had told me that this stuff was in the Spirit Hole to start with. Like, I would have just gone straight up there. Do, 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 do. Excuse me. Thank you. Here, come here. I would have let you live. It's your fault, really. Oh, if somebody's fighting him already, why not? Oh. Like I said, we do need some extra XP, right? So... Oh, that's another Lancer too. Funny. Alright. Where's the shit I'm trying to get? Just a bunch of trickster imps, which just aggroed me. Thank you very much. Where'd you put the damn stone, you piece of garbage? Try not to aggro anymore. Oh, here. Doo-doo-doo. There's a third. No. It's just these two? Okay. Alright. Bye-bye. Yo, I got both the fake and the true Stone of Courage here. Yes, this is indeed the stone, though it is in rather worse condition than when I saw it. What happens at Naked Rock? Yeah, so it's this whole story, the jerk moved it, so... Lancer, who but recently threatened you to move the stone to Spirit Hold? Not content with trespass and slander, the brazen fool now meddles with our training? Seven hells, this is not to be borne. Listen well, Joanna. Though I do not doubt that you know better, my duty as Guildmaster compels me to state the obvious. Heed not that man's words. That a Lancer's courage can only be forged in the midst of great danger as vainglorious strike. As you've already learned, a Lancer's courage is the product of composure and resolve. Be under no misapprehension. Watchfully navigating the Annul's territory served to temper your courage in a manner that blindly braving the terrors of Spirit Hold did not. As you continue your training, pray keep the lesson of this trial close to your heart. I guess these are decent. Alright, and well, we can do one more thing. Let's go back to Ul'dah. There's literally nothing else for us to do around here, so let's go to Ul'dah. Maybe do a couple of the crafting thingies. Alright, so who do we have here? We have, no, we did the miners. Let's go to the weavers, and the goldsmiths, and the alchemists. Okay, so I should become a weaver, which is this. Alright, what would you like me to do? Maxis, Hoon? Very well, let's resume your training. Since last we spoke, you will doubtlessly have spent your time making the basic products of our trade, namely yarn and cloth. Now I would have you take such basic products and craft whole garments from them. Make 3 pairs of hempen breeches and present them for my inspection. We'll be working with hempen cloth and yarn this time, as well as a little bit of leather. Gigma can furnish you with materials to help you get started. But eager as I am to see the fruits of your labor, it would be remiss of me not to mention that there are more economical methods of procuring that which you need. For example, the moko grass from which you have been dutifully making yarn can be freely gathered out in the wilds. That said, one can't simply rip it out of the ground with one's hand. A scythe is needed, as well as a working knowledge of botany. Have you perchance made your acquaintance of a botanist or two? If not, I heartily recommend that you do. They're attractively earthy when it's seemingly dirty and useful besides. Having said all that, I will not accept a newfound passion for botany and its practitioners as an excuse for a delayed delivery of your breeches. So don't keep me waiting. Yeah. We said breeches. Breeches of crafting, guys. No, these. How can I make? I can make 0 because I need a lot more cloth and a bunch of leather. So I need 2 cloth per. I don't understand what this NQ high Q means. The interface is a little bit confusing. Maybe this means how many I've made? Or how many I'm getting per, that's what it means. I see, okay. So I'm getting 2 cloth for 1, so what I need to do is to... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Ew. Okay. Going to do a bunch more of these. Oh, now again. We're getting used to the interface a little bit. Let me do like 5 more. Breeches, and I need leather. So up leather worker. Okay, I don't want 68, but let me make like 11. I might actually get leather worker to... No, I already did the quest, that's why. Alright. Switch back to... What am I doing? These guys. Okay, let's me first make 1. And then make 2 more. Oh, why can I only make 1 at most? Guess I need more cloth. Oh boy, I need to really repair my wristlets, apparently. Alright, I need 2 more. Alright. Not bad, Joanna, not bad at all. The style of legwear has never been particularly fashionable, nor has its design changed significantly over the years, fluctuating lengths aside. But I digress. I wondered if you might try for a variation on the conventional design, but I see you opted for orthodoxy. A wise decision in this case. Hempen clothing is inexpensive and durable, making it popular amongst farmers, miners, and others who work the land. Such customers value comfort and mobility over all else. They may appreciate more elegant forms, but will not sacrifice function for them. Each garment has a purpose, Joanna, a purpose that you should always bear in mind. The scalloped hem is about as useful as a miner's nipples on a gladiator's breastplate. Now then, having completed your latest task, I believe you have earned a spinning wheel. Use it in combination with your needle and your work will benefit from it. Saying that, it will of course take you a little while to become accustomed to using the tools together. You need not worry though, I fully intend to give you ample opportunity to acquire the knack. In fact, I won't be teaching you anything else until you have. By the time that spinning wheel feels like it belongs in your hand, I dare say I'll have thought of a new task for you. Until then, my girl. Alright, up. Oh, I forgot to do that. Let me quickly go grab a mender, repair all my equipment. We need to do this every once in a while because some things are shared by everybody. Alright. And with that, this will call it for the first leveling stream. We actually did quite a lot. We got all the classes past level 5, all the combat classes past level 5, all the gathering classes past level 15. Next time we'll get all of the crafting classes past level 5, and possibly even past level 10. It's going to depend on sort of the grinding that happens off stream, but yeah, no, I'm making good progress. So yeah, thank you for watching. You can find me at twitch.tv/gameswithnick and youtube.com/gameswithnick. I appreciate you taking the time to check out my streams. Follow, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. As customary for these streams. Let me, Gridania, wave you away. Bye all. Until next time.